curtain, baby.
What?
Yeah. We're here now. And there's nothing they can do about it. They will never stop us.
They can never stop the Deathdrop army.
Can't stop
There's
us.
nobody following us.
There's
How's it
7 people
going,
watching us right now.
everybody?
We're okay.
That's not
What
counting
if
the
I'm
people
all
on
good?
YouTube.
I was gonna
That's
say,
true.
What if,
YouTube too.
what if I'm all 7 of them? Like 7 different windows open.
Do 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 do. That's some like Inception kind of stuff right there.
I'm just trying to organize the chats here.
No, you're trying to organize our thoughts. Good luck.
Best of luck with
I
that
don't-
one, bro.
It's like a Where's Waldo book.
I don't even try to attempt that. I don't want to
That's
know.
what Triple I is like. Traveling with Triple I. Let me tell you guys this, because I rode with Triple I.
Here we go. Here we
I
go.
chauffeured his butt around. Traveling with Triple I is like traveling with a toddler. They're enamored by shiny objects, and they have no idea what time is. we went to breakfast one day, and Sunday will back me up on this because he was there. Triple I is the slowest eater in the world. And let me explain this to you.
Oh, no, for sure, yeah. I
Oh
agree.
no, we got our food, all of us. Myself, Sunday significant other, all finished. We waited 25 minutes to a half an hour for Triple I to finish his food.
That happened more than once because we had lunch one of the
Oh
times.
yeah, no, we had noodle
Yeah,
bar. And we missed the first part of the charge tapings because he wasn't done eating.
Sounds exactly correct.
How's it
Yes, it
going,
does.
everybody on Twitch and YouTube? What's up, Queen? What's up, Mask? What's up, Mr. Fourth Row? What's up, Albuquerque baby girl?
No,
Oh, we have Mask's birthday today.
it is Matt's birthday today. Put
He's
that.
40, right? Is this 40?
Happy birthday, Broseph. He put it in the Deathdrop Army Discord earlier today.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, dude.
I think it is his big 40, his big 4-0. Marky, you're a 4-0
Yeah.
club.
I'm in the club. Welcome
How
to the
was
club,
it?
Mask. Welcome to the club. Nothing changes for a while. It just
I
happens a little bit. You're back
got
to
about
the-
2 years left.
I get 9 months.
I'm 38. I got 2 years left.
I get 9 months.
Ah,
Ha,
Enjoy the
ha,
hiatus.
ha,
Yeah, shut up, Johnny.
ha.
Johnny's what, 26, 27?
11. He's 11. Oh, are we talking physically or mentally?
no, he can't be 11. That violates TOS. We can't do that. No, he's 13. He's 13.
That still violates TOS.
No, 13, I thought.
No.
Oh, Titus!
Titus,
Titus.
subscribe to Tier
Titus,
1 for
what's up?
38 months.
Ooh.
I got
Titus
to
is-
like leave that.
Titus!
We won't be in the club at the same time, Titus. You'll be leaving the club a month before I join it. We're not allowed in the same club.
I miss Titus.
I do miss Titus. I do. What's happening, brother? Good to see you out here, man. Thanks for coming out.
All right. We got all that out of the way.
Fourth row, you youngsters. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. It's as old as we've ever been.
I've never been this old before.
I joined the
No,
50
me neither,
club in
ever.
September. Miss you guys too. All right. We got all that out of our system. How's it
Good
going,
stuff.
everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Dudes and Belts Wrestling Chatcast here on Twitch. I am your host, Johnny Deathdrop, as always, and we got a very special set of shows scheduled for you guys. Before we get into everything that's going to happen tonight and in the future, let's introduce the panel for tonight. On the top left, we have the one that lives way up there on the east coast of Maine, the inventor of the Beacon of the Week, the one and only Coastal Crusader.
What is up, everybody? It's Sunday. You guys know what that means. We're starting a new thing today. We are going to go way back into time. And you're going to watch it with us.
On the bottom left, we have our resident masshole himself, the one and only Marky Pins.
Yes, I am the masshole Maki Pins, and this is going to be wicked fun. We're going back in time. We're checking out some of the old episodes of Charged. We're kind of reliving some of the good stuff. The Dudes and Belts, we all get to experience it together. A lot of this is from before us, so it's going to be fun as we go through the journey and just have a good time watching the shows and just seeing the progression through the years. I think we're going to have a piss of time together.
And on the bottom right, we have the one and only Sunday Night Savior, the other Jeff.
Yeah, what's up, guys? We got Doc and Marty. We're hopping in the DeLorean. We're gonna go way back in time and let's get going. Let's watch some old school stuff.
And we lost a Crusader.
We did. He'll be back shortly.
All
Everybody-
right.
He's probably just a quick declowning, I'm guessing.
He must have heard something bumping the night there.
It was cold up here, man. I think that D-Clown like seal burst, and they have to go put some Flex Seal on it and just kind of like, bam, because that's a lot of damage, and they got to fix that.
He heard like a little, and then he's like, oh crap, I gotta go do something.
There's a hole in the grouter there, right there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on a Sunday, and will be in the very future of Sunday nights, the Dudes and Belts are going to be presenting the Rocky Mountain Rewind. It's making its return tonight. What are you laughing? What's going on?
Comments.
Maybe he heard a Chinese balloon fly by.
Moving on.
We bringing back the Rocky Mountain Rewind tonight, and it will be an every Sunday thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch all the episodes, all old NRW Rocky Mountain Pro content from way back in the day, hopefully all the way back till its origins in 2011. So many, many, many years of Rocky Mountain Pro to go back to. What we're going to do is the first hour, we're going to be watching any episode that we have available for this evening, which will be the very first charged episode off the Rocky Mountain Pro brand, not the NRW brand, the Rocky Mountain Pro banner. All right, this is going to be the pilot episode that we're going to be watching tonight. After that, the second half of the show is going to be our Dudes and Belts After Hours, where we get to talk about everything or anything you guys want. Also, tonight we'll start the perks for memberships and subscribers on Twitch. So if you are a Twitch subscriber or a YouTube member on the Rocky Mountain Pro channel, you have access to Q&As with us. If you want to ask us a question about any such topic, whether it's wrestling, sports, what you had for dinner tonight, and so on and so forth. Very open part of the show, basically an anything goes type format for the second half of the show, and then we're going to wrap it up right around 11 o'clock.
Sounds good, dude.
So that is going to be our show this evening, and let's not waste any more time.
What's up, Yaden? Chat? Yaden hopping in saying hi.
What's up,
He said he
Yaden?
had those links for you, by the way, so we can get some of the old school stuff, the good stuff.
Links. Oh, different links. Sorry.
Yes. Yes, we can do
Context.
that as well. Obviously, I had tonight already scheduled for RMP's first ever pilot, first ever. Oh my God! All right, first ever episode of Rocky Mountain Pro Charged. However, next week we can go back and see if we can pull up the NRW episodes, because it was the NRW episodes of Charged that was originally aired before they changed their name to Rocky Mountain Pro and put out this type of product. And I believe this is the beginning of the Vince Russo era, part 1. So you will be seeing Vince Russo in this and going forward, at least for the few seasons or however long he was around. So let's not waste any more time. I got to change scenes at some point too. So we're going to do this right here. Boom. I'm going to minimize you guys.
And boom goes the dynamite.
I have the Discord screen set for the guys, so they're not on a delay. Do you guys still see the screen?
I do.
Looks awesome.
All right. This is when they had the Realm TV deal as well, so it should be a good one. It's going to be fun to look back on the origins of Rocky Mountain Pro and NRW.
Absolutely.
All right. Without further ado, let's begin.
Presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
Oh, if you guys want me to pause and you want to ask like questions and stuff during the course of like the show, just let me know and I'll pause it. And you guys want to talk about it, go right ahead.
Cool.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the premiere edition of Rocky Mountain Pro. I'm your host, Vince Russo, along with my co-host, Matt Yaden, who is the proprietor and owner of Rocky Mountain Pro. Matt, tell me a little bit about your great company.
Rocky Mountain Pro is where you will find the highest quality of professional wrestling anywhere in this region, which is why we have changed the name to Rocky Mountain Pro. Previously, it was NRW Pro Wrestling for 6 years leading up to this past July, when we decided we wanted to better represent this great state and this great region that we operate in, so the name changed to Rocky Mountain Pro. Rocky Mountain Pro is powered by the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. That is the catalyst to Rocky Mountain Pro. That is why Rocky Mountain Pro exists. The Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy is the pro wrestling academy here in Colorado that trains all of the talent that you're going to see on Rocky Mountain Pro. We're the vast majority of the talent.
All homegrown right here from Colorado. And not only that, we've made a vow to make Rocky Mountain Pro different. We're going to get back to the roots of professional wrestling, and those roots are you have to pin your opponent in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. We're keeping the match in the ring. We're getting back to the basics of Rocky Mountain Pro. And here's a rule that I'm most excited about. Championships do change hands on DQs and countouts right here in Rocky Mountain
Correct,
Pro.
Titus.
But Matt, we're a little ahead of the game. The plan was to just build a promotion here in Colorado. What happened that we're now on national television?
We prided ourselves in doing everything we could to always take the next step. So we started 2 years ago shooting NRW charged for YouTube. We had an online show. We had a very low budget to shoot this thing with, but we got it done. We had one Kai basically running the whole thing, did a great job putting together a YouTube show for us. Then we changed to Rocky Mountain Pro with the goals of improving the show, but it was still going to be a regional online show. But because of the work we've been putting in for the YouTube show, we knew we could get ready by the time we started taping these things in October. And here we sit now in the Quarry, our new home, which next week you're going to see us shoot from.
Exactly. No more back rooms of bars, no more movie theaters. Right here in the Quarry. Next week, Rocky Mountain Pro, the very first episode. But again, tonight, we're going to give you a little history. Tell them about the champions of this great organization.
A quick rundown of the champions of this great organization. We start with the charge champion, Curtis Cole. Came into the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy, didn't think he would last 3 months.
At Curtis Cole.
He lasted longer than 3 months.
He doesn't look like a scrub. Good for him.
Pro. The tag team champions, 2 guys from Salt Lake City, Utah, you know very well, unfortunately. So does Titus. The HR Nightmare, Jason Jackson, and Big Big, 2 guys that have no problem beating up commentators, but that's a different story.
And what you'll see tonight, not to interrupt you, what you'll see tonight is Matt Yaden beating up one of the tag team champions in the dark of the night in a parking lot. Continue.
There's a lot more to that story. But the Lockettes champion, our female division, led by Ali Gatto now, who is now the champion. Angel Trinity held that belt proudly for over a year. Ali Gatto recently secured the title. She's dangerous, she's unpredictable, but man, is she fun to watch. And then the guy, Rocky Mountain Pro champion Sam Udell, a guy that fought to get in our organization 5 years ago.
Who's that guy?
Look at that guy. Look at that.
Wow, that's young.
Look at him.
He was on our roster, got an opportunity in Florida. Well, then he came back and he continued to fight to be in our organization. And now he
Before the guns and before the Magnum.
And also, let me add to that, a champion that Matt Yaden thought he couldn't control. Sam Udell has different plans. This thing is about to blow up. And you're here at the beginning. Here's a little history lesson.
Cole, Titus going off in chat.
2 veterans going at it in the center of the ring.
Curtis Cole going to the top, guys. Watch out.
Presidente Peligro.
Oh, wow.
Eating a blockbuster. Double blockbuster.
Look at Curtis Cole being like a decent wrestler and human being.
That doesn't look like he stole anything there, Titus.
Yeah.
Hey, that looked pretty kosher to me.
Hall of Famer hoodie getting pinned there.
Yeah.
What do you mean what happened? What happened to you? Where were you?
happened to you? I was right there.
You weren't right there.
Yes, I
Where
was.
were you?
I was trying to
Where
help
were you?
you.
I don't have a
Are you kidding
championship
me?
anymore.
I
fantastic. There's what you guys are.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna do for you what you didn't do for me. I'm not going to embarrass the two of you the way the two of you have embarrassed me. Do you
I've
understand
heard that
what's
speech
going on?
before.
It's not about your titles anymore, boys. Those are gone. This is about me. It's about me and my reputation, who I am, the power in this company. Now you better get yourselves together and realize who everyone here works for. Or you forget that, Ryan. Listen to me.
Oh, you
listen to
stepped
me,
out of
piece
line there.
You ever talk to me or my brother like that again, and I will snatch the life out of you. You want to know about tonight, boy?
Yep.
It's really about who's in and who's out. And the gorillas, we're out.
Oh.
Good luck.
Pro didn't go well for Titus, I have a feeling.
No.
Yeah? I'm gonna let you go. You got 60 seconds. I need just 10 seconds to say what I have to say. Look. Last week I said a few things that were inappropriate, that were uncalled for. Some would say unprofessional.
Some would say you were a jack.
Yeah.
Anaya never wanted to mince words, or Hoodlum never wanted to mince words.
What I want to say to you guys is something that I have never said in my life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is a long 10 seconds.
I'm sorry for what I said and how I acted. Now, as I see things, here we are today in a new world, Rocky Mountain Pro. We have two options as far as I can tell. Option one is we go separate directions. The Left Coast Gorillas can walk out of the office free and clear from Titus, from the 4-Point Cartel. You do your thing, and I will go the other way and do my thing. We could do that. But you know, that's what they want us to do. That's what Matt Yaden wants us to do.
Okay, now 60 seconds is up.
To tuck tail and run. You and I have a history together.
It's Titus time.
You and I sat down and we discussed this months and months and months ago. That if we were going to come together, we were going to do it one way. And we did. We got a little cocky, we got a little full of ourselves, and look what happened to us. Now what
I'm gonna apologize real quick. I think. Oh, we can't go. Okay, never mind.
I think we should do is option
I thought it was the HD
2.
version.
And that is for you and me. We grab Vig and we grab Jackson and we show Rocky Mountain Pro what the 4-Point Cartel is really about. I say we inject a little violence into Rocky Mountain Pro, a little blood, a little fear, and a hell of a lot of revenge.
About 260.
You know something, boss? For the first time in a long time, you're speaking our language.
Yeah. Let's show them tonight what the three of us are about. All right, Yaden, I'll show you what it's all about.
Now we're going to go to a confrontation between Titus Machiavelli and Matt Yaden. Stay in that cage, you animal. Shut up, man.
This elbow, that's all over.
Referee Dewey!
Dewey Larson on the count.
just looking square at you, Mercury Yaden.
This is unbelievable. Punches him right in the face. I thought we...
Please clear this ring of all the trash.
I thought we were winning. Speaking of trash, nothing but trash.
This is getting hard to watch.
It was September 2014. You and I were sitting down having a business conversation. You remember that day? You said, Titus, I need you to come to NRW. Didn't you tell them? You said, I need you to come here and help me take this to the next level.
That was Warren, wasn't it?
Matt Yaden,
Judging by the chat,
you thought
yeah.
things were bad before. You ain't seen nothing. Now it's on.
Really put
Titus was lying when he said that the 4-point cartel was as dominant as the weight.
This is a 3-on-2 situation.
Oh!
Well,
Lucas,
terrific.
Lucas, I don't know if
I think you hear Lucas in the background too this time.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
supposed to not be involved here.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
But just to sit here and watch, unbelievable.
Look at this. They are absolutely laying waste to both Sammy
Unreal.
and Curtis Cole. Wait, here's Humphrey Jacobs. Humphrey Jacobs. Maybe he was going to answer. What was Mercury Yaden doing out there?
No, I have my own kind of system here. I know where everything is. So.
Yeah, you got your own kind of system, all right. I saw that system last week, bro. We have something we need to talk about.
What?
Let's go back to when we first made contact, and you told me about these plans you had for Rocky Mountain Pro. Okay, you said, Vince, I've been building this company here for Colorado in the last 6 years. I'm ready to go to the next level. I need some help. Okay, I was recommended to you.
You're absolutely
you were
right,
recommended
Davey.
to me. We worked with the same people at TNA, right?
Yeah.
So we met, and we hit it off. And I'm not even going to talk about what your feelings towards Vince Russo were. I'm going to tell you what my feelings were to you. Okay, I looked in your eyes, and I saw a guy that was serious about growing his company, that was serious about taking the wrestling scene in Colorado to the next level. That's the guy that I saw. And I wanted to work for you. I wanted to help you, but I asked you one very important question when we were done talking, and I said, Matt, listen, bro, you're still young, you're still in great shape. I have to know that the wrestler is out of you, and you are now ready to strictly be a boss and strictly be in management, because if you still want to play wrestler, this is not going to work. And you looked me in the eye and you said, Vince, wrestling is behind me. I left my boots in the closet. I'm ready now to be a boss and to take my company to the next level.
Nothing's changed.
Bro, last week you hit the ring with a chair.
Well, yeah, but that's
like a wrestler. That's what that's what wrestlers do.
I understand, but it's a different situation, completely different situation.
What was the situation?
I was managing my company, and that's the way I decided to manage.
Okay, Matt, listen. With all due respect, bro, you don't manage a company with violence. You know, you manage a company by leading by example. But here's the deal, bro. If you're not done wrestling, like, I'm totally cool with that. I get it.
I told you that. I'm done wrestling. That wasn't wrestling.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that
Yaden's way done with wrestling.
You let your emotions get carried away, and it will never happen again. Is that what you're telling me? We can go back to business. We can go back to everything we spoke about. I'll executive produce this show, and you will run the ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Show me, bro. Show me. Don't tell me. Show
All right,
me.
all right. But just remember, who you work for too,
Yaden!
How's it going, Titus?
It's going great. Yourself? Why aren't you at commentary?
I see you are hard at work.
You know, because I have to leave commentary to come make sure my employees are taking care of business, not just in here playing with their balls. I know you think that you still control this place. This is my company. You keep throwing that ironclad contract at me, right? That mistake that I made a couple years ago? Ironclad. Well, you know what? There's plenty of ways to deal with you. That contract means nothing for you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand.
Because guess who's in control here? It's not you. It's not you.
I think that there's a problem there, Mr.
Oh, and what is that problem? What is that problem? Please explain to me how the owner of the company has a problem with one of his employees. I will take care of you by any means necessary. You understand what that means, don't you?
I understand.
That means
There's one
$20.
person in
20
charge
bucks,
here.
yeah, I
You're
was gonna-
looking at it.
$20 is $20.
Yeah.
You done?
You got anything to add?
Well, I think
Because
that
I think I
there's-
need to get back to commentary. Because I have a job to do, unlike some people.
Well, I think the problem that you have, Mr. Yaden, is that Mr. Russo and you had a conversation, I thought, and you're making threats like you're some what? Are you a professional wrestler, Matt Yaden? Or are you the owner of this company? Because I don't think you understand what role you have, and I don't think you want to upset Mr. Russo at all, do you? Because that might be a problem.
And what would that problem be?
Oh, I don't know. You might want to take it up with him.
Don't forget who's in charge here.
Up next, you're going to see one of the fastest rising stars here in Rocky Mountain Pro, a graduate of the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy that has exceeded expectations. He came into the school as a great athlete. We knew that he could do great things, but as quickly as Humphrey Jacobs I has been able to rise in the ranks of Rocky Mountain Pro is truly remarkable.
Your winner what a day of the first ever Colorado Cup Battle Royal, Humphrey Jacobs the first.
Made his return at this year's Colorado Cup. Sunday and I got to call that.
Yes, that was fun.
The first ever Rocky Mountain Pro Colorado Cup. So, I'm just gonna take the Colorado Cup, I'm gonna shine it up real nice, I'm gonna drink Cristal champagne out of it, and I'm gonna make my way towards the NRW.
But you guys know Jason Jackson. Mr. Jackson was very helpful at Milestone. Mr. Jackson is now officially part of the cartel. And tonight, I think we're gonna do a little recruiting. This locker room is full of sharks. For me, I'm not a shark. I'm just part of a family. The 4 Point Cartel. You know, recently we kind of cleaned it up, and it's time for expansion. I'm thinking that you would fit in perfectly.
Titus made me an offer he says I can't refuse. The thing about Humphrey Jacobs I is I refuse anything I want, I accept anything I want, I do anything I want. Do I need Titus Machiavelli and his 4 Point Cartel? Could be nice to have a little bit of backup on my way to the top. And make no mistake about it, they would be my backup.
Humphrey Jacobs the first. Me God. Oh my goodness! And look at this! The cartel.
That's what happens when you say
You don't need anybody until you get punched in the face.
Yeah, you don't need anybody until you need somebody.
Well, against 3 somebodies, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't want to join the cartel.
You know, Heavy D and the
3
boys,
somebodies
they
in
think
Titus.
me down. Things are about to change because I'm looking for big guns. I got the A-team. And tonight, they're going down.
Humphrey Jacobs I has arrived after we beat the out of him, and now has a challenge for the 4 Point Cartel. I don't care who it is! You will fall to the 4 Point Cartel!
Trained by some of the best. Now, oh, there we go. And now, taking this belt, and is he leaving? Humphrey Jacobs has no one to tag in. 3-on-1 situation. Now he tags him. Mercury Yaden, referee calling for the belt. Mercury Yaden is not part of this matchup. This has to be a disqualification. And now he's chasing Machiavelli out of here. The CEO has hightailed it. We've got chaos. I don't know what's going on.
So we are now outside on wonderful, beautiful Lookout Mountain in Golden, Colorado. You can see the city behind us. You can see Denver off in the background. This is truly God's country, the most beautiful region in the United States. We take a lot of pride in Colorado, and we are proud to bring you Rocky Mountain Pro. But speaking of pride, I want to talk about this next guy, Sam Udell, our current Rocky Mountain Pro champion. He is a guy that takes a lot of pride in this organization. He's a guy that this organization takes a lot of pride in. He's a guy that I've always believed in. He did everything he could to be a part of this. But as of recently, it seems like Sam Udell might not be the champion that I thought he would be. We'll go to the footage.
I get here today, he's let the Left Coast Gorillas go on vacation while your champ is wrestling with a busted knee.
You're a champion. You defend that. Are the Left Coast Gorillas champions right now? Are they champions right now? You wanted that. You wanted that. You fought for that. Now you get to defend it. Otherwise, you can relinquish the title, and somebody else that might have a little more heart than you do can defend it.
I try and do what I'm supposed to do, but when it comes down to it, the most important thing to me, number one to me, is keeping the Rocky Mountain Pro Heavyweight Championship.
Humphrey Jacobs is what he is. And he wants what's most important to you. Tonight, you and me, for the Rocky Mountain Pro Heavyweight Championship.
I'm the CEO. I run this show. I book the matches. You guys are in the ring tonight. Packing up against the Left Coast Gorillas.
Who knows with this dynamic here, and then as soon as I say that, Humphrey Jacobs jumps down off.
What, you advise him to do that?
I mean, turnabout really is fair play here. Sam Udell did it to him several weeks ago.
Oh, Udell can't be upset. He pulled us on himself.
I think it's time that we finish this once and for all. Something so monumental, something so big time, that no questions.
This is the older episodes, Ramrock.
Number one in Rocky Mountain Pro is. You ever heard of an outsider's rumble? Every single fan, every single member in that locker room will know just who number one is.
And there's Humphrey Jacobs coming to the aid of Sam Udell. We know the history between these two. Now the Colorado Cup, which initially was only going to be defended once a year, Vince Russo has decided that he wants this thing to be put up here. It looks like Humphrey Jacobs is going to retain this Colorado Cup. Oh, no! He said he owed him one. I don't think that's what Humphrey Jacobs or any of us thought he meant.
That's a ladder in the back. Nobody likes that.
Back into the cartel.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a story now about the tag champs. Big Jason Jackson, maybe the greatest team in the United States. And I'm also going to send footage to Matt Yaden, our fearless leader, jumping Jason Jackson in a parking lot. But let me tell you about fearless leader. I'm on the top of Lookout Mountain. Just me and the cameraman. I climbed 15,000 feet. There isn't a soul in sight. We are so high up here that nobody comes close to, hey, we're shooting something over here. Nobody even comes close to the top of where I am. Those are the gonads on this New Yorker living in Colorado. Let's go to the footage.
Sorry, Russo, but the Yankees suck, bro.
Agreed.
Thank you, sir. Jeez.
Lucas is just getting pummeled.
Oh my God!
Lucas, now we understand why you were so calm and collected last week on charge.
Oh, you got vaporized. And Yaden's vaporizing this dude right here. Oh my God. His face don't look the same. That's a pissed off boss man right there.
Okay, so mental note. Really never mess with the agent.
Absolutely not in the parking lot.
I mean, it's not a note I just came up with.
One week commentator, next week hitting the ring with a chair.
Next week, I'm the owner of the company.
Talking about me?
You know, as a matter of fact, not about you.
Really?
Not about
I
you,
can
but
see you.
Well, yeah, and
I can see you out there.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, you probably are glad I'm here.
Is it me, or are we seeing this temper again? He has no clue what we're talking about, bro. No.
I know exactly what you're talking
Like Titus and Russo are kindred souls.
What have we done to make you this?
You gotta be kidding me.
What have we done?
What kind of stupid question is that, Vince? I hired you to take us to new places, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
I also told you about this, and you promised me that you would take care of everything and everything would be just fine.
The love-hate relationship is deep.
Did you watch this product at all before you came here? At all?
Who's attacking wrestlers in the
Did you watch this product at all? I didn't ask the question.
After hours.
Yeah, exactly.
After the owner of
Great.
Bro, how many times?
Do you want to answer my question?
How many times?
Do you want to answer my question?
How many times have we seen Vince McMahon?
Do you want to add?
How many times has Vince McMahon jumped Roman?
Oh, I don't know. I think he's been in the ring wrestling people before. Oh, I think I've seen him do a lot. Stupid comparison. I don't care about
Vince McMahon won a Rumble from the number 2 position.
I'll answer it. These are the facts. Vince Russo, executive producer, doing his job. Titus Machiavelli, making the matches, putting the matches together, interesting matches, doing his job.
Oh, you think so?
Okay?
How much of that is him and how much of that is you?
Owner of the company. I don't know what you like, bro. I don't know what you're doing. Like, I have no idea on a week-to-week basis what you're doing.
How much is he paying you?
He's not paying me.
Yeah, because I'm gonna stop paying you.
Bro, has he always been like this?
This is how I've dealt with for almost 2 years.
You've been an asshole for about 2 months. And you both have forgotten who runs this place. I don't give a shit about your contract, and I don't give a shit about your contract. If you don't like the way I'm doing it, get the out of my company.
Hothead.
Bro, he's got anger issues, bro.
See? What have I done?
That's right.
That looked good, man.
That's the price you pay when you climb a monster like that. Because while you were taking a leak, I climbed that. And speaking of taking a leak, I'm here to talk to you about one of the greatest wrestlers in Rocky Mountain Pro, who happens to be a tag team wrestler for the time being. Because quite frankly, his partner may be weighing him down. I'm talking about the great Steven Ashburn. This is a man. Don't interrupt me. Since I came here to Rocky
Oh God,
Pro,
Vince, you know what, Russo? I agreed with you a lot till you said that statement.
Ratings. And that's what I'm all about, and that's what Steve is about.
Ashburn equals sleeping.
Go ahead. You got something to say it.
Yeah, are you freaking serious? That's what I gotta say. Do you listen to yourself? I don't think he listens to himself sometimes. Steven Ashburn, he's actually the first student of the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. Did you know that?
Well, he's my protege.
Did you know that?
My protege.
You didn't say anything about him being the first student of the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. I know him very well. This guy, though, has brought out this side of Steven Ashburn that I've never seen. And then you have the audacity to bury his tag team partner and say he's holding him back.
Tyler Stinson?
What?
MMA
Tyler
fighter?
Stimson helped. An MMA fighter?
30
professional wins.
And
That's
4
no
losses.
big deal. That's
And
no
4
big deal.
losses. Let's not forget the 4 losses.
Do you know Steven Ashburn's record?
Bro, listen.
Exactly, he doesn't. He just says things that doesn't make any sense. But you know, let's let the footage. Let's let the footage let you make up your own mind.
You know, the more and more time I spend around you, I think the less I like you.
Okay.
Go to the footage of Steven Ashburn.
Calling for the break. Steven Ashburn really
Look how young he is.
He's not letting go. Not letting go.
And he's still a dick.
He's still being a freaking knucklehead, yeah. And then look, he goes lower. Look at this.
So nothing has changed.
Zero, bro. Zero.
Oh, there's the vulture.
That new rule comes into play right away.
2 cool dudes.
This is cool. 2 cool dudes. Oh my God, dude, you knock out a referee.
Anger issues that you had, and I got to be honest with you, bro. I didn't think the anger issues were as severe as you said they were.
I'm going to
Freaking
give
look
you
at this
the
guy.
benefit of the doubt.
I can't believe he's out there still competing. Tax referee doesn't get. Oh my God! Then he hits a fan.
He hit a fan.
Left the taste out of his mouth, dude.
Take care of this. Stop it away. 2 fans. This is unbelievable.
And that wasn't just any fan. It was a student by the name of Xavier Alexander, who, from what I understand, has a big mouth. And looking very closely at the film, it looks like he was heckling you. So there's not going to be a suspension. There's not going to be a fine. And as a matter of fact, you're booked on tonight's show against Xavier Alexander.
This isn't even a match. This is going to be
This is a
beatdown.
match.
He's a student. He's been training for like 2 months.
You're gonna try to stir things up. Go ahead and try to stir like
things
you
up.
want.
You guys have a student from my school in the ring.
I want to talk to you about Steven and what you're doing with him. I see the games you're playing, you're manipulating him, you're taking advantage of his mental. He's got issues, Vince. And
what am I, Dr. Phil? Do you see the smile on his face when he beats up people? That's what I like. I like.
He has the same smile on his face when he evicts orphans from an orphanage on Christmas.
The guy's a nut job.
Steven likes to beat people up. What's the problem, bro? Don't worry about Steven. Worry about you. You're fighting tonight. You're fighting Jason.
Calling for the bell. Look at his knees landing squarely on top of the head. Taking a play out of his tag team partner's playbook, losing his mind here. Although I would too, but Tyler Stinson hasn't shown this
There's
side
Chico
of it.
in the front row there too.
And that's Jason Knoll in the ring.
That is.
It's about Russo, and to be honest,
I love seeing this old stuff. I love this.
How can you even say that he's manipulating me? What are you talking about, man? He's trying
Only
to help
cool
me.
guys talk on their phone on speaker in a room by themselves.
Oh yeah.
Only cool guys can do that.
Well, what you don't understand is that's Stephen Ashburn and all his friends.
Oh, that's Sky Horseman.
That's a young Sky Horseman getting the boots to his face.
I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. There's an old-fashioned saying: "Don't cross the boss." I probably don't cross Vince Russo.
How things are getting run around here.
We need a bro counter.
What's up,
Yeah,
Ref?
that's how
How's
you
it
do
going on Twitch?
Students to Stephen Ashburn,
Hey, Ruffy.
Jason Knoll, an untrained MMA fighter. You're putting him in an MMA fight with me?
Yeah.
It's 10 years.
Great TV, isn't
I
it?
almost killed him.
Things happen.
Yeah, great TV. If that's the kind of ratings we're wanting, maybe I don't want to have great TV for Mr. Russo.
You've been warned.
The Brawl for All was a great
I'll
idea.
introduce you next
Yeah.
to the Rocky Mountain Pro Lockettes. The Lockettes are the females of Rocky Mountain Pro.
I mean, that's what it was, right?
Women have done
MMA fight
everything
between
they
two
can
guys.
to raise the bar
Right.
in women's wrestling in this region, and they want to now raise the bar of women's wrestling at the national level. I mean,
There you
when
go, Trek
see
review of
these
this in Discord
Lockettes
and chat.
lock up, you're going to see something intense. You're going to see something dangerous and just something unpredictable. Like our champion, Ali Gatto, who is dangerous, unpredictable, and kind of out of her mind, if you ask me. Without further ado, I'll introduce you to the Lockettes.
Making her way to the ring, hailing from Denver, Colorado, she is your NRW Lockettes champion. Please welcome Angel Trinity. And how good does that sound?
Oh, we got a backstabber.
Used to gold.
Oh, wait a minute. Alligato
Just used to having the gold.
1, 2.
Ali Gatto stealing the pinfall. She's had an attitude since she got here. The disrespect is unbelievable.
Angel Trinity! Where are you? Oh, yeah? It's gonna go. How does that feel, huh?
1, 2, 3.
That's the first pinfall I've ever seen on a hay bale.
Yeah. I've yet to count one of those cool ones.
She's hurt, guys. Really bad. She's out.
I can't penalize Ali because you got hurt in the match. The match was for the title. You couldn't continue the match. I'm awarding Ali the women's title.
I just need a single word from you. Chelsea, I said...
How'd she get in the car?
Rumor has it next week she's got a big announcement. Any idea what it is? Angel Trinity is done. She's
It's a beautiful
the
belt.
ball, and she is going
It
home.
is.
You know
That is
why?
a beautiful
Because
belt.
she is a quitter, and I'm not a quitter.
I've officially wrestled my last match.
Prove yourself. Goodbye, loser. Hurry up and leave.
Still a bit of that unhinged.
Isn't it?
It was always in there.
This is the mighty Colorado River. This river goes for, I think it was measured one time at 500 miles. The very end of this river are the most dangerous rapids, not only in the state, in the entire country. Some of the greatest whitewater rafting has been done in the mighty Colorado, but yet I stand here not afraid of the elements, not afraid to put my life on the line. For this state of Colorado,
In 6 inches of water. All right, cool.
it was my grandmammy Minnie who once bathed me in this very river.
You're such a jack.
Never scared.
You got a problem with my grandma?
Colorado, man.
I'm the great beyond.
In this very river. Naked.
Kelly, could you look that way, please?
The mighty Colorado.
This stream
as
and golden
long as the eye can see.
Over here, there's the rapids. Look at those things. Look at those things, Vince. I don't.
Kelly, they call those the baby rapids.
You're not from Colorado.
Down there,
Vince, you're not
the
from Colorado.
adult rapids.
I can't take it anymore. You're such a jack.
Go to the.
You're such a jack.
Now we are officially underway. Upgrades Balance rematch from Milestone 6, where the Balance successfully defended their titles against the Upgrades.
Royce, after what we just saw in the ring, the beatdown of Cody Devine, can we assume we've seen the end of the Upgrades?
Do you think so? Do you think it might be like, I don't know, maybe we'll just get back together. We'll do a reunion tour. Like, yeah, we're clearly done. I mean, I know Cody's lighter, but...
Hey, what are you doing out there? Are you crazy? Have you lost it?
What am I doing?
Have you lost
What am I
it?
doing?
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
Gee, what are you doing, man?
What am I doing? What am I doing? This is what I'm doing.
Oh.
This is what I'm doing. This is Rolls-Royce Isaacs. And tonight, Rolls-Royce Isaacs has a shot at becoming the #1 contender for the Rocky Mountain Pro Charge Championship. See,
It looks like he should be managed by Triple
New
I.
name, new me.
Trek just put it in the
I might
chat
have just
here.
been
It kind of reminds him of Bob
Look at
Holly.
that, no baggage.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nothing holding
Nah,
me
he needs to
back
be managed by
anymore.
Triple I.
Royce Isaacs. What's up, buddy? Rolls-Royce Isaacs. Sorry, here, bring it in, man. Bring it in. Hey, look, I've given you a wink to think.
I had to pause real quick because I got a comment on YouTube, Davey B220. Can the dudes get an interview with Vince? Maybe.
I mean, we can try.
Maybe.
We shall try.
That's a dream, but yeah.
We shall try.
Excuse me, this is kind of personal. Can you please...
Man's responsible for most of my formidable memories of being a childhood wrestling fan, so.
These are facts.
I've given you a week to think. You and me, baby.
El Presidente in Twitch
That's what
chat.
it's about. That's what it's always been about.
Presidente
That's what the ladies
Peligro. Good
want.
to see you,
That's
bud.
what we want. That's what my mom wants. I talked to my mom. She said, come over. She'll make you breakfast burritos. Look, we're good, man. We're good. Like, it's all right. Look, all right.
The mom making breakfast burritos is key.
Okay.
It's over. I dropped you on your head last week. Don't think in 1 second I won't drop you on your head again.
I'm not even mad about that.
You were the extra weight that was keeping this balloon from floating away. That was you.
No. I'm the extra helium in the balloon, brother. I'm telling you. Look, tonight, I have one chance.
Cody, listen to me. It's over. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
He said he's here for him, though. Boy, Cody Devine, kind of like the ex-boyfriend that just won't get the hint. And he pulled. And no, he didn't realize that was Royce.
Oh,
He thought it was Royce.
stop.
Cody Devine, we have a problem. 2 weeks in a row. You took opportunities for championship gold from Rolls-Royce Isaacs. The Rocky Mountain Pro Tag Team Championships. You botched that. The Rocky Mountain Pro Charge Championship #1 contender match. You cost me that. You know, we've been through some stuff together, man. We've traveled together. We've been on those highways and byways together. But you know what? Found out you were a rental, and I have walk-away insurance.
As
this is just stretching the entire body.
It does. It applies the pressure from all the way up in the chin and all the way in the neck down.
There's a tap. He just tapped out, people.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you see behind me is the very football field where I excelled at as a high school student, the field of the mighty Mountain Mines, where Vince Russo actually played quarterback and fullback at the same time, shattering school records for the state of Colorado.
You can't touch Paul Kai's hero, though.
You ever score 4 touchdowns in one game?
Right there.
Where?
Is this field
right
the
here. Hold on.
mighty
This,
Mountain Mines.
this field right here?
Right there.
And you played high school there?
High school football, quarterback, fullback at the same
That's
time.
incredible because that's a college football field.
College, high school, 6 of one, half
For
a
the
dozen
Colorado
of the
School of Mines, you got the mines part right. And wait a minute, didn't you grow up in New York? You moved here like how many years ago? 2, 3 years ago?
Is this about because I took another one of your struggling students, Royce Isaacs, everyday Royce Isaacs.
What was he struggling with?
I come along and all of a sudden he becomes Rolls Royce Isaacs. And now he's taken Rocky Mountain Pro by storm, more or less at the expense of one of your boys, sugar-free Mario Vanger. We know who's winning that battle.
Yeah, probably Mario Vanger. I still don't understand what that has to do with your college, high school football field of the wrong name, but he grew up in New York, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't play high school football in Colorado. Anyway, sugar-free Mario Vanger I haven't always seen eye to eye with, but there's no questioning he's probably...
Have you seen eye to eye with anybody?
Yeah, plenty of people.
Go ahead.
I did with you at first.
At first.
Until you came
so
and
I got to know you.
You didn't do what you
Until
told me
you
you were going to
doubted
do.
my
Are we
collegiate.
talking about you?
Until you doubted my collegiate
You said
career.
high school.
Finish about Mario.
Mario Vanger, sugar-free Mario Vanger, is probably one of the best athletes we've ever had here in Rocky Mountain Pro. He's a guy that lives his message. You might not always agree with his message, and it is rather irritating at times, but this guy practices what he preaches, and I really think no matter what overhaul
Ask Sergey.
Vince Russo does to the Rolls Royce, I don't think it's going to be enough to take care of sugar-free Mario Vanger.
This convenience store female, I want to purchase all the fructose.
All the fructose. All the fruit.
Actually going to sell me all the sugar? That's it, I had it.
Look at the kid in the background.
He's got no idea. What is that, a hot dog bun? He's holding up the clerk with a cruller.
No, that's an it's an eclair, man.
It's an eclair.
It's an eclair.
One of my favorite pastries.
Ambulance. Okay. I will drop dead.
Ambulance.
Murder. Somebody arrest this female over here. What are you recording over here? Let me call 911. Hi, kids over here. What are you kids
Oh, Mario, leave the kids alone. It's Candyland. He's mad.
Oh, no.
Hysteria Nazi. That's why we have an epidemic of obese newborns. That's how they start to brainwash.
Newborns.
Man, Mario Vanger must hate me.
He destroys the Candyland.
He must hate Coastal.
Oh, what a
Winnie the
buzzkill.
Pooh. Let me tell you something about Winnie the Pooh. He's so obese, his own t-shirt doesn't even fit him. He's all hopped up on fructose. Do you wanna
It's
play
honey,
a
man.
clean,
It's natural
good
sugar.
game? You children play poker. You wise guy, clean up the mess.
You should pop open that hood because you're overheating on fructose.
Was that
I'm glad
JC?
I'm glad to see that Mario's promo style has not changed a bit.
Oh, I could listen to that man say the word fructose for an hour.
With his close personal friend, Vince Russo. Vince Russo sees the goods. He sees Rolls-Royce Isaacs. He's about to give him the keys to the escalator. And what do? You attack me, you leave me laying. Well, you know what, Mario? I hope, I pray you have eyes in the back of your head. I hope you're looking in that rearview mirror because you're about to get rear-ended by Rolls-Royce Isaacs. Cut that. You're about to get attacked from behind.
Kelly, edit it in post. You know what I was gonna say.
Kelly. That's the thing that happened.
Tracing.
For about 10 days now, it's been me and the bear here in the wilderness. Haven't eaten. I'm unarmed. I prefer to wrestle him to the ground. I've been living out here on twigs and berries for days.
Vince, we're still in Golden.
No, we're in.
We just got hot dogs from Greens 2 hours ago.
As you say, get out of the woods. Us kind of northeast guys don't know what to do around bears.
You're in Golden.
Oh, I know what to do around bears, dude. I'm Maine Black Bear. Come on.
Well, yeah, never mind. Maine's different. We city boys, I should say.
I'm a bear whisperer, man.
I'm going to the car.
We see him in the
No
zoo.
bear. There's no sidewalks in the wilderness.
You just gotta act like you're real big, like a bear.
There really is a bear.
And for those not, I did do the real big thing with my hands. I got real big.
Kelly didn't edit it. No, that's right, Titus. He did not.
We're staying low profile right now. Low profile. Look at what you're wearing.
Are they gonna have a shopping mall, bro? Is that a Walmart?
Yes, it is.
He's in his natural habitat. The wild ostrich. I don't think he saw you. It's close. Get behind the salami. We gotta make a purchase. Forget him. Not quite. Oh, hi.
It's a 5-pound bag of sugar.
Nice to meet you.
I think it's a 10-pound bag.
Is that 10 pounds? Oh no, it says 25 right on.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh, Mario's gonna be pissed. Look at me. It's kryptonite. He figured out his kryptonite, a bag of sugar.
Well, granted, I'm a fat kid, but you hit me with a 25-pound bag of sugar, I'm going down too.
That's true. It's legit kryptonite to this man, though.
What is that?
Oh, don't you do it.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, you're gonna pay for this. Oh, look at, oh my.
Yeah. Granulated.
Granulated for your pleasure. Or your misfortune.
Well, at least he didn't use cane sugar. That would have hurt a lot more. You know, big cane sticks of sugar. He'd hit
that,
it.
yeah.
What are you doing? Come on.
Powdered would have gotten the eyes a little bit more, though.
Get out of here, fat boy. Size 6.
Hey, I'm right here, man.
Warning you, get out of here. Get out of here! Where's Size 6? Where is he? Where is he?
Nice Jeep, buddy.
He tried to get me hooked on that sugar.
Like a 2012 or 13 Grand Cherokee.
I think Mario's having a
cameraman
sugar.
better be careful.
I think he's still on a sugar high right now.
Yeah, he's not used to handling that sugar.
Body has no idea what to do. He's just going nuts.
He tried to kill me!
I now understand why he lived in the woods for a few years punching trees. He did Minecraft for real.
Where is he? Going to crush him.
Solo Fortnite.
I'd rather die than eat sugar! Where is he?
So you may be
Okay, hold
asking
up.
yourself, what?
We need to roll
Yeah,
back.
we need to talk about this.
This is gorgeous.
We need to roll back because Jane said that we need to be quiet to hear the comment from Mario during this whole thing, and I think we missed it.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Were you going to say something?
Me?
Didn't you guys want to talk about it?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, this makes a lot of sense now. We now know Mario Vanger as what we've seen him in the last few months since Milestone. And this makes a lot of sense. And I don't know if Sergey would be as into Mario if he saw this side of Mario, I think. I think this might scare Sergey. Marky, what do you think? You think this scares Sergey?
It might just scare the insulin right out of him. I mean, it might get so severe. You just don't know. You just don't know.
Get out of here, fat boy. Size 6. He pours him with sugar. Warning you, get out of here. Get out of here! Where's Size 6? Where is he? Where is he? He tried to get me hooked on that sugar. I'm going to crush him out! Get out of here, cameraman! Get out of here! Where's Size 6? You're not gonna get me hooked on that sugar like that fat boy watching at home right now. He's trying to kill me! Try to poison me. Where is he? Where is the entrance over here? Where is the entrance? Where's Royce Isaacs? Where is he? Going to crush him.
Going to crush him.
I'd rather die than eat sugar! Where is he?
I'd rather die than eat
So
sugar.
you may be asking yourself, what exactly is Vince Russo
I mean, I
going
understand the
to
fat boy comment
produce
watching at home, but it's still
at
valid
Rocky
today.
Mountain
I'm right here.
It is a track record. There's pole matches.
According to Twitter, that's all there is.
Yeah, that's all there, but that's all I need. I put Judy Bagwell on a forklift. I don't have a problem with that. There was Viagra on a pole. I think there was a pink slip on a pole.
Something like that.
But here at Rocky Mountain Pro, we got to up the ante. I'm willing to do anything to gain viewership to our show. Are you willing to do anything, Matt Yaden?
Of course
Anything.
I am. I've done anything. I continue to do anything.
Anything. It's your cup. This is your cup. I work for you.
You don't have to convince me of that. I know. Yeah, I'll do anything.
Is this the soul on a pole match?
Give Kelly your glasses. Give Kelly your glasses. I guess you're not willing to do anything, man.
No, here, all right. I don't know what that has to do with doing anything. But.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you are about to see is the first ever booked kiddie slide match.
I'm gonna get out of here, man.
Vince Russo versus Matt Yaden. And being a gentleman, I will get
Corhali did this once.
I will get in the slide.
What are the rules,
the
Vince?
first ever slide match, kiddie slide match, not your ordinary.
What are the rules? Are there any rules?
First one out wins. I'm getting in first.
You're getting in first. How does that benefit me? Shouldn't we get in at the same time?
Let's go, Matt Yaden.
This guy is something else.
Bring it, Matt Yaden.
Shit. He just booted the crap out of Vince Russo.
You big what? You get out! Yeah! Yeah! There it is.
I think I got stuck halfway down.
Just reel this baby in. Single-handedly.
Metal, Vince. It's on poles. It's not like the fish Mario hit Royce with.
I kind of want to see that.
I think we're about to.
Oh, okay.
Beer, maybe a soda. I don't know.
Oh, that's a trout.
I was gonna say, is that a damn trout?
It's a fish.
Is that a fish?
Holy
Definitely no sugar added.
I think that's a trout.
Tilapia, salmon, I can't tell from here. And he just
Oh, he's just fish faced him.
Oh, then he stuck it in his mouth.
Face first, too.
Is it a live
That's some
fish or
sushi
what?
right there. High quality fresh sushi.
It's Vince here again. And I'm here by myself.
Oh, Vanger is the gift that keeps giving.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Yaden, he's not willing to do what I'm willing to do for Rocky Mountain Pro. I'm standing here on the edge of what, Kelly? A 500,000 foot drop. Show them the drop, Kelly. Show them the drop.
500,000.
500,000?
500,000.
Wow.
600,000 feet.
That's so
Right
many
at the
millimeters.
edge.
Mm-hmm.
Me and nature. And I would jump.
I like how he's wearing the
Off
Colorado
this
shirt
cliff.
during these entire
Rocky
package.
Mountain Pro. That's what I believe in with this company.
Yep. That's how you know he's not from Colorado. Because, like, you know, somebody from, like, Massachusetts doesn't wear a shirt that just says Massachusetts.
To my death.
Well,
What are you nuts, bro?
to be fair, we've all had that situation where we bought a sweatshirt because we needed one because it was a little colder than we thought.
True.
I would do anything for this place. I've done as much as I could for this place, and I will continue to do anything I can for this place. What I want you to see now is my last hurrah to the boys and girls of Rocky Mountain Pro and the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy as I got them riled up and ready to go next week on the channel for the national television debut of Rocky Mountain Pro. 1 week. 1 week. 1 week until we shoot our new charged from the quarry in Golden, Colorado. 1 week. 1 week. And just so everybody knows, I was trying to think of what I wanted to say out here. This is our last night here at Grudge in Arvada. It's been a great time here. We've grown a lot, but now it's time for the next step. And the next step is the quarry in Golden, Colorado. The next step is Rocky Mountain Pro Charged on national frickin' television.
Lucas
We got
is
a
an
call
RJ.
at the end of August asking us to put our little YouTube show on television. And when I've been asked about that, and when Vince Russo gets asked, and I know when Hoodlum gets asked, are you prepared? Are you ready? We say we weren't, but because of your work and everybody at Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy, all of the staff at Rocky Mountain Pro, we were prepared to get ready in a 6-week period. Think about that for a second. Because I trust my students, because I trust my roster, because I trust my staff, in 6 weeks, we took a YouTube show and turned it into a national television show. For over 2
Strong
years.
words.
For over 2 years, this guy right here and myself, whether we agree on a lot of things or not, we can agree on one thing. This is the only place in Colorado that you should be if you truly want to be a professional wrestler. And we've argued that, and people have given us their excuses. They've given us their reasons not to be here, and all of them will be watching, every single one of you, next Sunday, waiting for you to fail.
Was it live?
They're waiting for you to fail.
Yaden Titus, was it?
You're gonna fail.
It was
They
taped?
think we're gonna fail. They don't think this can be done. They are doing everything they can right now to bury everything we're doing, which is what they've done every single time we've shown them exactly why we are truly the only true professional wrestling that this region has. They're waiting for you to fail, and it is fruitless for them to wait, because it will not happen, because you won't fail, and you won't fail. You, all of you will not fail because of the preparation that you have done at this school. It amazes me because I remember back in July at Milestone 6, there's a speech that's kind of stuck in my head from a documentary that we all know very well, where somebody that had an organization that with several other people they had built from the ground up, and they talked about the dance and getting to the dance and what it would be like to be to the dance. And I said, please, please, guys, help me give you that speech someday. Here it is. Welcome to the dance, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a game day speech.
Absolutely. I've been in a lot of locker rooms.
Locker room game day speech, yes.
I've been in a lot of locker rooms and heard a lot of speeches, and that one is what you say right before you go line up and drill heads with people on a football field.
Hell yeah.
The preceding presentation.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was the pilot episode of Now Rocky Mountain Pro Charged.
Good stuff.
Incredible.
Yeah. Good stuff. Comedy, some very good storytelling.
A lot of old friends, a lot of familiar faces.
Right.
People you still see now, people we haven't seen in a little while.
Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just exit out. There you go. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, boys, episode 1 of Rocky Mountain Pro Charge.
It's crazy. Like, just seeing people we haven't seen in a while and old friends, new faces. Like, oh my God.
People that have recently returned.
Mm-hmm.
It sets a great stage. It gives you the nice backstory. It gives you a little bit of a glimpse behind the scenes to let you know what you're coming into, what you're going to be seeing, some of the characters. It had everything you needed.
Marky, in Sunday, Johnny, you guys are like me. You're wrestling fans, obviously.
Yes.
When you watch something back from that and you know what's going to happen next, you figure it's a little different than when you initially see it. The shock's not there, but you appreciate it more. Am I wrong? Like, you appreciate these things more because you know what's going to happen in the future. And you appreciate the little nuances in each thing they do.
Oh, yeah.
Like the older I get, the more I find it's not necessarily the destination or the goal of what you were doing. It's the journey that you really remember. It was the little bits and pieces, the week to week, the day to day that you kind of remember, and seeing it all as we're going to see leading up is going to be a hell of a ride. And I'm already captivated by week one. The relationship with Hayden and Russo was hilarious. It started off strong, and then they started messing with each other. And
God, I miss Titus.
That was a hell of a fish that Russo caught out of a river that I think the fish was bigger than the river.
That's a deep fish, man. That's a deep river, man.
How
Come
about
on.
those?
Oh, the
how about
rapids,
those?
the rolling rapids, and
How about those packages back with Vince and Yaden?
Yo, somebody hit the nail on the head real good way going back and said that the video quality was amazing, like the package and everything else, the story,
editing,
the cinematography.
That was
It's
only on
really
720.
good. It's lost nothing. I'm not even that. I'm not even talking about like the 720 or the resolution we were watching it in. Just the here to theirs of each video package going forward, not just the matches, but the promos and everything.
You know what this reminds me of, Marky, and you'll be with me on this. You remember Primetime and Superstars when Bobby the Brain and Gorilla would be like on location at different places and they would lead up to the matches? That's what this was.
Yep.
That's what this was. This was the two announcers just leading into tape matches.
of wrestling, whatever,
and it was so great. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, if I go back, if I was watching that, never seeing it before, never seeing Rocky Mountain Pro or NRW before, if I was watching that and as a wrestling fan and happened upon it, I would say I can't wait to watch next week.
I gotta watch
exactly. More. Yeah, I gotta see what's going on. Yeah,
absolutely.
So what we're gonna do now for the next half hour or so until we are done for the evening, we're going to be taking Q&As with our subscribers and members. You guys want to ask us any questions and ask us really about either what you just saw for Rocky Mountain Pro or about wrestling in general, or, what we had for dinner tonight and all that stuff. It's basically a free-for-all for the rest of the stream. We are ending a little bit earlier tonight. This won't be the case every week, but I got to get up in like 4 hours to go to work. So
legit 4 hours.
And I have a 4-year-old that gets up in 4 hours. So.
Speaking of a 4-year-old.
Oh, it's Triple I.
Yeah, he's here.
He is, yeah. He reminds me a lot of my 4-year-old.
Oh, Jesus. After all of that.
Must you every time? Why can't you just do
every
that
time
before you turn on the camera?
That's his intro.
I did. I have to do 2 layers.
He needs a
No, that's a true statement. We had to go get eyes lotion at Target when we were in Colorado, and I, for one, didn't know there was a difference between regular lotion, face lotion, hand lotion, other lotion. I got an entire education on lotion from Triple I's in the Target lotion section.
Yeah, you can teach a class now.
I can with Triple I's.
Whoa, we have Echo gifting 10 Rocky Mountain Pro memberships over on YouTube.
That many. Let me do my Billy Bob. 10.
Wow, so pissed at Echo. Awesome, dude.
It's a full diamond cutter.
Yeah, it is.
10.
But just think, like, that's only episode 1. We're like, what, on like 329 this week for Charge coming up on Tuesday? And that's,
right about there, yeah.
And that's,
hey, Marky refed on episode 301, I think.
And that's not even counting the NRW charges that we don't have at our disposal just yet. Like, there's
but
many
maybe with
more.
Yaden, we can find them.
There's many more charged episodes even before Rocky Mountain Pro. Well, before NRW changed its name to Rocky Mountain Pro. So we're talking.
Just put in 106 old school NRWs before it even got to that one.
So you're talking like about 400 and
almost 500 episodes of Charge.
And that's not even counting the pay-per-views or the supercharges or anything like that. So we got like 3 years to like go through all that
like
stuff.
8 years, dude. If we're up to like 450, like 52 weeks in a year, we got like 8 or 9 years worth of rewind to do.
So we may have to do 2 episodes a week sometimes on Sunday.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of content to go back on. No, the numbering goes back to NRW. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Still so many years. We got a lot of content to go through. We got a lot of stuff to watch. And I've been lucky enough to see some of the old stuff back when like Bud would host a rewind every once in a while.
So
himself would show some, and it's good stuff. That wicked view back in time. I love it.
So when we first started, I remember that the rewind was on at 1 Eastern. It was noon. Yeah, it was 11 out there. Yeah. And that's when Little Coastal took his nap. So at 1, I would put my earbud in and I would lay on the floor next to Little Coastal when he was in his bed.
Oh, okay. So
he'd take a nap and I would listen to the rewind.
Okay, now I get it. So technically tonight's episode, number 1 for Rocky Mountain Pro, but it was 107. All right, so that's not the actual first. It's just the first when they changed the name.
It's the first Rocky Mountain Pro.
Yes.
Charge.
Man. A lot of episodes and a lot of pay-per-views and a lot of stuff we got to go over here.
Yep. It is.
A lot of content.
All right. Any questions? Any comments? We're only going to be answering memberships and subscribers from here on out to the end of the show. So let us know what you want us to talk about. Actually, we can kind of talk about whatever you guys want to talk about until we get one if you want. If you have anything on your mind.
I'm a little curious how Triple I bowled tonight in the league. How'd you make out tonight, Big? We used to guess his number every single week before.
Hold on, let's all do it. Let's all go through.
Always guess his number, what he threw for a 3.
Well, hang on.
351.
Well, you may want to change that. I bowled today in a tournament, so.
I got
351.
322.
He doesn't even know.
Remember. He doesn't even know.
Right around there, I think. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I can't remember.
So I way overshot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I did a tournament earlier today. I doubles tournament and I bowled to 600.
All right. So we have.
That a boy?
We have Yaden saying that I'll get you the pre-charge stuff from 2010. NRW from Red and Jerry's, then Fun City, then AT, then at Attitude on CSTV, then Charged.
Awesome.
We're gonna go way back.
And we also have a question that's going to be asked by Echo over on YouTube. And then we have OG redeeming Triple I's intro for 20,000 channel points.
Why?
I picked a great night to forget my regular earbuds. So if you blow these out, I'm still good.
I want to try. My throat's been hurting, like right here. Like I feel
wait. Never mind. It doesn't count. Because Jet's not a subscriber over on Twitch.
Oh, thank God! Because I felt right, Jet. I felt like something's been clogged right here as well, and I'm being all serious. This happened yesterday afternoon, so it's starting to loosen up a little bit. But
Triple I, if you have a clog in there, that's called a stroke. You're gonna want to go to the hospital for that.
Yeah, it's gotten better a little bit.
Still, you might want to go get that checked out, bud.
I'm feeling a bit better. We'll see. I hope so.
Get like a little ultrasound see if it's actually flowing.
So I am making an executive decision.
Yeah,
that Triple I needs blood to his brain to run it.
No, that Jet is not a subscriber on Twitch, but he is a member on YouTube. So we will redeem that for Triple I's intro for 20,000. So go ahead, Ice.
No choke. It's good. It's good. We're good. He said no.
All right, I'll be right back then.
Well,
you got to do it, bro.
New year, new me, same intro. In case you don't know, in case you forgot, here it is, all for you. Here's the show, the one and only Triple I Infinite India.
No, not that.
Stop.
Inspiration. Oh, shoot.
He went up and down an octave on the end. Well done.
It's been a couple months since I've done it. And he paid 20,000 channel points. I had a little pizzazz to it.
You
When
did?
someone plays
I'm not
that,
making
I'm
fun of you.
gonna-
I was admiring the technique, dude.
But 20,000 points for Jet is like, with the exchange rate and everything, we got to figure that out.
All right. Echo has a question. Member
Yes.
from YouTube. With the growth of the RMP and its roster, who do you guys think the champions will be in 5 years?
In 5 years.
Can we do 1 year? Because
Yeah.
so many people can come and go in 5 years that we don't even know of yet.
Yeah, the guy that's the champion might not even started at the Al Snow Wrestling Academy Rocky Mountain edition yet.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what I mean?
Very true.
You're
That's
just
what
going to
high
have to
school
go
right
with
now.
what you have.
The champion in 5 years could be in high school right now.
Coastal was
Yeah,
in
it's true.
slow-mo right now. That was insane
What?
for a second.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
You were just in slow-mo for like 2 seconds. Yeah, basically.
I just lagged a little bit.
So I'm going with the 2 members of your starting lineup to be individual champions. I think Kendrick has all it takes to be the RMP champion. I think Briscoe has all he takes to be the Charge champion. So I get guys like that in 5 years being at the top.
There's so much that could happen in the next
Yeah, of course.
6 months.
We talking about what's the question? I'm sorry.
Echo asked the question in chat. Who
Uh-huh.
would we see in RMP based on like now and how we've been watching? Who would be champions, like the champions, in the next 5 years? That's a lot. Based on now, if nobody leaves or goes forward, you're going to be looking at guys like Balaam Lynx who could carry the heavyweight title.
I think Balaam does carry the heavyweight title. I think Echo can carry the Charge title. And I think your starting lineup is carrying those tag titles.
Hello? Are we forgetting someone here? The most obvious guy.
I swear to God, if there is a joke in the middle of this.
Oh no, because I know people can't take jokes, so I will refrain from any.
Well, hold on, Triple I think I know what you're talking about, and you can't say his name unless you agree to take a chop from him.
I was talking Remy D.
Well, still take a chop from Remy.
Sergey will finally be the Ignition champion. I don't know about that one, Mr. Fourth Row.
I thought you were going to talk about Damon Ace Triple I, and I was like, you can't say his name unless you take a chop from him.
No, because okay, so in 1 year is two things here. One, in 1 year, is it very plausible that Remy D could be the Rocky Mountain Pro Heavyweight Champion? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. In 5 years, could I see Damon Ace? And I'm going to say no, because he could be off to a different. He could be in AEW or WWE perhaps in 5 years, doing that. That's how good he is. So that's what I mean. We do 5 years here. We're doing a scope here. Sundays at best. There could be your future champion could be in high school right now, and also in 5 years with your current roster as currently constituted in RMP, they may not even be wrestling. They could be hurt. A life can change, or they could be in AEW, WWE, Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan.
Head's gonna
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I know. Jeez.
Well, no, I mean, Triple I just basically just threw all his faith in Remy D out the window. He said that Damon Ace could be there, but he picked Remy to be the champion, so he knows Remy ain't going anywhere for a few years, I guess.
No, do you hear what I said? Carefully, though. I said, for the 1 year plan, in 1 year, I could definitely see Remy D being the RMP champion. And if we're doing 5 years, in 5 years, I could definitely see Damon Ace being, a member of the AEW roster or a WWE roster. I'm just talking two different time frames here. That's all.
There's a lot of guys I think in 5 years that will have already been there, done that.
You guys ever seen Triple I try and cover his track so fast?
I wasn't trying to cover nothing. I was elaborating on what I was explaining. That's all.
You were trying to run for your life.
I'm not running for nothing. I didn't run for nothing. Because I didn't put anything out that needed a fire, to be blown out here.
He's only been here for 5 minutes, guys. Jeez.
I know, but it's fun, isn't it?
God. Holy smokes. All right. So
One thing we do know about RMP, I want to say this before we move on real quick. One thing we do know about RMP that we found out, and one thing that I love about the company is that no matter who's there and who's not, outside guests that come in, the roster is so very deep and the talent level is so very high that it's so hard to predict RMP because of those reasons, that there's so many people who a year ago were greener than a crayon and now walk in commanding that respect and having that presence about them. It happens so fast, the superstars that come out of the Al Snow Wrestling Academy out there, that it's very hard to predict that stuff.
I'm pretty sure we had everybody here except for this new guy.
And we got a bomber.
Yeah, who's this new guy that just popped into our Discord?
FNG?
I don't know. Maybe he'll be champion in 5 years.
He's a champion now. What are you talking about?
Jesus, Jason Bourne.
There he is.
What's up, guys?
What's happening, sir?
Oh, hey,
No,
Aiden.
nothing.
Oh, and Mr. Yaden.
I was about to go jump on, but I figured I'd jump in here first.
Always appreciated.
Absolutely, brother. Anytime.
How was it going? How was it going back and looking at the first RMP charged?
It can be. It's strange, actually. Kind of weird. Like my camera here. What the hell? All right.
Make you want to punch Vince Russo anymore, or is that?
I did not. I always want to punch Vince Russo. No, it's cool to see that. I'll get you guys. I mean, if you, depending on what format you want to take, like I got some old stuff from Swan, who ran the company with me from 2011 to late 2012. So basically, from Milestone, right before Milestone 1 to right after Milestone 2, and he's the one that really started all of the pre-tapes and stuff. We didn't have a lot of those before him because he was a local actor and director here in Denver, and he found a bunch of old stuff that I didn't get up to YouTube. So there's even some stuff that kind of fills in some gaps. And I thought the first the second milestone was the first one too. I thought the first two milestones were completely lost, and he sent them to me. So I got to kind of get them edited because it's just raw footage. But yeah, we can go back. The first rewind I did was all the way back to 1999. It was the first indie show I ever went to. So there's some footage from that. The NRW guys there. So yeah, like we got a rabbit hole. I heard you guys talking about how long it's going to take you to get through it, and if we really dive into this, it could take you.
Did you say 1999?
99 is the first indie show I went to, and it's me. You'll see me briefly. I have like bleach blonde, spiky hair.
I was 14, Aiden.
No, I was 18.
I was 18.
And I had just met those guys. I had just started doing the backyard wrestling thing with them, and they got an opportunity on a local show in Madison, Ohio, and I can't remember the name. WWO actually, I think, was the name of the organization. And dude, the whole gym was packed. I think there's like 1,500 people there. This is when you could just say pro wrestling and put a piece of paper that said pro wrestling on a building, and you'd fill it up. Like in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you had to say was there's gonna be wrestling there. And they were the opening match, and the promoter put them in a triple threat. No rules, anything goes match. So he put a bunch of backyard kids on their show with no rules, just like go do whatever you want. Which you can imagine the other workers on the.
So somebody got hit with an N64, didn't they?
Well, I think some trays that they stole from the mall. Like the cafeteria
lunch trays,
yeah. Some clipboards. I think maybe a VHS tape or two. It's just move after move after move. But it was the opening match, and of course I didn't know any better, so I'm thinking it's the most awesome thing ever. Now, if I was on a show that did that, I'd be like, "What the hell are we doing?"
Yeah.
But I've got the footage from that. And it was pretty cool. That was my first experience with live wrestling at all. I'd never seen it live. So I actually have that footage. And we get a couple of those. I think there's some Fusion stuff. Because Fusion, a lot of people don't know. Fusion Pro Wrestling was where Jeff McAllister, who you'll see in some NRW and Rocky Mountain Pro stuff too. And he's the guy who trained me out here in Colorado when I moved out here. And his promotion, Billy V, ran Fusion Pro Wrestling. That's where I got a lot of the ideas and professionalism as far as how you run something and what a pro wrestling show is supposed to look like. So really, NRW was almost like the sequel to Fusion, because a lot of the guys you'll see, if we go all the way back to 2010, Dustin Urich, Jason Knoll, like those were all Fusion guys. And it was kind of like the continuation of what they were doing when they closed down in 2009. So anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff. I'm glad you're doing the rewind again. I'll get with Johnny and I'll try to help the best I can to get footage together. We're trying to organize it anyway, and we've been talking about this for a while. So not even just on Sundays. We had talked about trying to get a couple more days during the week where some other people can jump in and show some stuff, and maybe we do it that way. Like maybe you guys kind of follow a certain path, and other guys can follow a certain path. Who knows? But
down for that.
It means a lot that you guys were watching that, and it was cool to listen to your reactions to everything.
It's cool because we came in late, just a couple years ago, and we've learned some of the old school, but then this is going back a little bit further than like the stories that we kind of walked into. So we're seeing for the first time what you guys experienced and what the faithful have known. And it's going to be fun to go on this little journey, watching these people kind of evolve and develop. And it was cool to see you guys back in the day, the way you related. Now a little bit more of the you and Titus relationship makes sense. And we've heard a lot of that, and we saw some of the 4-point cartel with Titus, and you kind of see how things went. And we get a little more backstory as the dudes coming in. A little bit later than you guys did, just a little,
And Dean, I just saw your comment. I do believe that. I think I have the whole show, so I think I should have your match with Caleb.
I was just going to repeat that to you.
Wow.
Yeah, like there's stuff that I thought was lost. Like my title win, my only title win in Rocky Mountain Pro, back when it was NRW, came against Jesse Williams at Milestone 2, right before I moved to Nashville to work at TNA. And we couldn't find the footage anywhere. I think there was like a clip somewhere, but like we just didn't have, we had some pictures. But he sent me that, and it's on there. Like the whole match is on there.
That's crazy.
So I was like, man, I never thought we'd see that. And the first Milestone, I thought only had like 3 matches from it. And I believe all of Milestone 1 is on there. So I'll try to get those together, Dean, and so we can see that stuff. Because you go back there, like, when Dean was tagging with Duff Doyle, and then when Dean was tagging, with Sam, and they were Dangerously Handsome, and there's just so much that like you'll see some people too that you have seen recently. Obviously me, but people like Dean, Hoodlum. It's pretty crazy to go back and look like. The speech, the welcome to the dance thing, like
that was a great speech, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a great speech.
And you just go, man, that was 7 years ago, and we're still doing it. We should be dead. Like this place shouldn't exist. Like and I'm not just saying that to be cute or ironic or anything. Like it's what has been thrown at this place should have killed it, many times over. But the people here just won't let it go away, because we know what we're onto. We know how special this is, and it's evidenced when you guys can go back and watch old stuff. I mean, hearing you talk about the episodes, and there were 106 before that even happened. That was 107. The fact that before that we're at 300 and some odd.
I think we're on 329 this week.
Yeah, that's just charge. That's what I mentioned. Ignition by now has probably 70 to 80 episodes, because there were Ignitions back in the day too that we've never pulled up that we can find. That's in the middle of a lot of that Charge stuff. Charge used to be a 2-hour live show that we would stream live to Right Now TV, and Ignition would happen before that. So when we were doing it on Twitch, we'd have an hour of Ignition before that even happened. So we got to find those. I mean, I think
you have some of them on your YouTube channel, I think. Still.
I think so. Yeah, there's some Ignitions on there, and they're real rough around the edges.
Oh, yeah.
But it's cool to kind of see where everything came from. So the sheer amount of what we've done is insane. And again, that's not counting all the house shows that haven't been put up. And there's house shows everywhere that we still haven't put up. So it's pretty neat to see a speech like that was like the culmination of 6 years. And here we are now, 13 years later, and we've grown leaps and bounds even past then. I will tell you this, though. The season you're about to watch is still, I think, the best season we've ever done. That and a close second, I would say, would be season 5. And these are the seasons just for when we were on TV. We've dropped the season format. But season 1 with Vince, and then when he came back for 5 on K3 here in Denver, is pretty awesome. And it's all at the Quarry, which we missed it a lot. I like the place right now, but Quarry has a special place.
Seen some of the old stuff that was in the Quarry. That seemed like a wicked cool venue for a show.
It was cool. Did you notice when especially at the beginning, when it shows Dak beating Hoodie and then Curtis beating it was Anaya and Dean, I think.
Yeah. And Dean,
But
yeah.
dude, that was the quarry where the white walls, like that was the quarry before we painted it all black. So that was inside the quarry. Humphrey winning that first cup, Colorado Cup. That's it. That's the quarry. It's white walls, dingy white walls. And then my brother actually came in because he owned a painting company that time, and we hired him to paint that whole thing black and purple. So
awesome.
we put a lot of time into that. Yeah.
What happened to that place? Does it still exist? Or
It still exists. They're not renting out any space anymore to outside, private companies. It's all equine, 4-H stuff like that.
Oh,
so we had a 4-year relationship with them, and COVID kind of ended that, because we had to move out of it temporarily, and we just weren't sure when we were going to come back. So that's when we ended up at Fast. And when I started talking to them again, they were like, "Look, just the county doesn't want us to rent to private anymore. Like, we're just doing equine and 4-H." So I tried a couple times because I'd run a show there still.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be great to do a pay-per-view there, but they're just not doing that anymore. So
We do have a question in YouTube from a member. Out of all former RMP talents, who do you feel most deserves a spot in the Rocky Mountain Pro Hall of Fame?
out of all the former ones?
That's directed at one.
Is this a question for me or for everybody?
I think everybody.
I'll let you guys go first, just based on what you've seen, and then I'll tell you.
Based on what we've seen and the given situation of what we've heard, would Dustin Urich be somebody that you would sit and consider?
Absolutely. Longest reigning champ of all time.
As well.
I got to go with the man he took that from, and that's one Danger Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dean would be a good one.
I do that too, yeah.
Dean's the president. Can't he just put himself in?
That's true.
Yeah.
I think he can executive order.
I think
That's
so.
the thing.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I was gonna say Danger Dean. I was gonna say Danger Dean as well.
Those are the two names I came up with in my head. I mean, there's some people that just recently came back that you would have thought of. The Mario Vangers, the Dak Drapers. You know, those guys are the guys you would have thought of, but you know, they're technically not formal.
Humphrey Jacobs the first.
Yeah.
What about a Tyler Stinson?
Stinson, definitely.
Aligato.
Yeah.
What about this? This may sound really awkward. My apologies, but not a wrestler. But you know, we talked about the Jeremy Wimmer award that was established in the arena after him. What about him?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
there's a couple gentlemen that are no longer with it. Just, you know, brings me to like Jesse Williams, who I had a long-standing rivalry with even before NRW, passed away a couple years ago. He's somebody that you could consider. You know, he was the second NRW champion. I was able to beat him in Milestone 2 for the championship. He was instrumental in the beginning of this place. So you definitely would have to put him into consideration. There's a lot of people and you guys will see it as you go back, even for the names that you hadn't seen or that you're not familiar with, and you'll see like how instrumental they were in getting us a superstar, Andrew Ryan, who was the first ever NRW champion. I think he's somebody that has to be considered because he was instrumental in this place. Paul Diamond, who was another fusion guy that came on board with us. So there's a lot of names, I think, as far as people that you might know that you've seen. It's hard when they're still active. Obviously, Dak Draper would have been somebody. He's back here competing again.
What about Dozer?
Dozer, absolutely. Obviously we know the impact he had. When you start, the fact that it's hard to give you just a few names, you keep rolling because there's so many deserving people, really tells you how deep this place has gone. As far as the roster and people here as part of the organization over the last 13 years. There's been so many people in and out. I don't know if I said Royce, but that's a deep question there, Jet. There's just so many. Abaddon, obviously, you kind of put into you would consider in that what she's gone on and done, how successful she's been. So yeah. That's a tough one. I think Dustin Urich, if you were to look at anybody As far as an accomplishment, he's a day one guy. Was here for a long time, former tag champion, and of course, the longest reigning Rocky Mountain Pro champion of all time. I would say if off the top, if I was just going, okay, I can only pick one right now, I think that would probably be it. Just from his tenure and as long he was the champion, what he did with the wake and putting all that together.
I'd love to see him again.
I would too.
Speaking of Dustin,
Dave and Ace took him out, and
inquiring minds want to know: has he reached out? Is he okay? Do we know anything about Dustin Urich?
No, I have no idea what's going on with him. I think he took the time off to go. I guess figure himself out. I haven't really talked to him since Damon really ran him out of here. So
almost a year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty heavy loss for him. His entire organization fell apart in one night. So, but yeah, Dustin, I would say, and you know what? We people might go, what? Why would you say that when I say this?
I know what you're gonna say. I think I know.
But you can't discuss instrumental figures here without discussing Titus.
Yep.
Or
I mean, you just can't.
Stephen Ashburn.
Yeah, Stephen. but with Titus, like him coming in, he did do a lot. I mean, him and I were at each other's throats pretty much the whole time until towards the end. We both realized how much we love this place, and I think that kind of sparked him into the direction he went, where it was like, of course, I was struggling to trust him, but at the end of the day, whether his methods are different than mine, he wants this place to survive, and I can't put myself above doing some dastardly things too. I've been known to fall from grace a few times, so Titus would have to be definitely in the conversation, especially as far as managers go and figureheads go. I can't think of anybody else other than the other Titus that was here, Michael Titus, who again you guys haven't seen a lot of unless you watched some Rewind before, who was managed a lot of people here and was another instrumental part of the beginnings of this place. I mean, I could go on probably for the next couple hours until Johnny has to go to work, so we probably should stop it there.
We're going to kind of wrap it up. We're getting close.
I am so glad to see that Stephen Ashburn has not changed a bit, though, from then to now. So
yeah, wait till you guys really need to go back further just so you can see Stefan Lacroix.
Stuff was
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
We didn't even mention Ronan's name either.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronan was here early on. Derek Stone's a day one guy. I don't know if people realize that.
Really? Wow.
Derek Stone was on my first show we ever ran, June of 2010 at Dakota Ridge High School. Derek Stone was on that event, and Derek did a lot of the beginning shows until he moved. So Derek's been around a long time. And has been instrumental to this place.
And he's killing it on commentary right now as well.
Absolutely.
He's phenomenal on commentary.
Because the guy knows his stuff. Now, as far as his dealings with the OGs, he seems to be losing it a little bit. He kind of seems to dial it in and zero in on commentary, but then when he gets around the OGs, he kind of...
Too much wine from Planquet.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe he's just maybe whatever that guy's doing. I don't know what's in that wine.
Planquet's wine and Lord Mitchell Taylor's Crown Royal in the bag there.
Yeah,
a little bit too much of the holiday.
The royal
alcohol.
He's having a little bit too much of a royal good time.
Yeah. So yeah, I just saw over here someone mentioned how deep this goes. It does go deep. This is a very deep company, and and there's other stuff I'm working on that I've worked on over the last couple days. You never know when things are going to come to fruition, but conversations, things that happened, trying to position ourselves to be not just a small independent in Colorado, but an actual force and a place for people to not just launch their careers, but continue their careers. Like, we don't want to just be a launch pad. We want to be a launch pad, but we also want to be a place that grows to the point where you either use us to launch or you find yourself with us to continue. Like, we want to be kind of all of those things. And I can't find that many places, and I know I'm biased because It's us, but I don't know a lot of places that are as passionate about what they're doing as we are as a group.
I mean, I can tell you I've watched professional wrestling since I was 3-4 years old. My first ever pay-per-view I watched was WrestleMania 5, like Omega Powers Explode. I've loved wrestling since I was a kid. I was burnt out of wrestling 2-3 years ago.
Fact.
And we were talking wrestling, and I'm like, okay.
Fact.
Then we found you, and I found a love of professional.
It's like
For people that really cared about it.
It was nice.
Yeah. It was just people that really cared about wrestling and had the love that I knew that needed pro wrestling. And it's just, it's made my pro wrestling life better. So thank you, Yaden, and everybody.
I agree with the whole sentiment.
Yeah.
That's a sun kiss for you.
Yes, it is.
No, but passion's what does it, and that's why we get along with you guys, because you're passionate about this, and it means a lot. Because that's all we've wanted to do was create something that people outside of our bubble would like. Because that's what people forget. You're in your own bubble, and sometimes you're doing things to entertain yourselves, or that you have a close group of even fans here or family members, friends that like what you're doing, but they're a little biased towards what you're doing because they're your family, they're your friends, they've been around for a long time watching your shows or whatever. When you find people outside of the bubble that go, I like what's going on here, and I can enjoy this, and I can be a fan, and I can not just be a fan now, but be a part of it, but from an objective position, because you guys come from an objective position because you didn't know who we were until 2020. So it's not like you came up through here and now you're like, okay, well, we're biased. Like, you guys aren't really biased because you've, like you just said, it kind of rejuvenated your love for wrestling. And we want to do that for thousands upon thousands of people, because I think there's a lot of people out there that feel that way.
All you gotta do
want
is get
something to
eyes
sink their
on
teeth
it.
into. Yeah.
What's up?
Different eyes is already on it.
Not
man.
put more of you on it. The world couldn't take any more.
Oh my God, more than one eyes?
Could you imagine?
Other people's ocular viewpoint. Let's put it that way.
There isn't enough time in the world for all of you to eat.
Get you all at one restaurant. That restaurant just serves 4 people and it's done
It's
for the
24 hours, man.
Nah, man, this thing's been a hell of a ride, and it's going to be fun watching the rewind, going through some of the old stuff when we get some of that stuff. We'll probably have such good times some nights. We'll probably watch a couple of these things.
I'm looking forward to the milestones. I'm looking forward
Honestly,
to the
some
old
of the
milestones.
shows.
We'll get together, Johnny, and try to get it more organized for you, so you're not just relying on the just on finding it on the YouTube, because again, the pay-per-views are all over the place, so we got to get those lined up, because we want you to be able to watch them through the TV and then get to the pay-per-view and be able to watch pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to miss it and then have to go back and and I'm excited about watching them, because when I go back, it renews the appreciation that's always there, but it just kind of like it enhances it, because you're like, wow, my God, look what we did. Like, just watching that last one.
Though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it seems like a lot of people outside of us and RMP actually like it too. We had very good viewership tonight.
Yeah,
throughout the course of that. So I think people,
and that's only going to get better, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I think
because
are
people
gonna
don't
be very
realize where it
involved.
came from. Right. When you first find it, you're like, oh, this is cool. But then when you go back and you see how far it goes, and if we can go back even further, and you guys get to watch the very, very beginning, there's some interesting stuff there, as Dean can attest to. Like, you'll see that first show. Now, unfortunately, on the first show, most of that footage is lost. I've got like 2 matches from it, the very first show we ever ran.
Something though,
but there's a little bit there. It's and you never know. Maybe it'll pop up somewhere. Maybe I'll find it, in a bin somewhere on a VHS. But we got a pretty good history that we're gonna dive into. And when you're new here, as the subscribers on YouTube have started to go up, there's going to be new people that are going to see the new product, the current one. And for me, if I find something I really like, I like going back and seeing where it came from. So you guys providing this is huge, and it's pretty much never-ending content at this point.
Bobby Lashley was what? Milestone 6 or 7 was Bobby Lashley.
3.
3. Sorry, milestone 3 was Bobby Lashley.
Milestone 3 is still, to this day, as far as our pay-per-view events, the highest attended.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's when you see it, you'll see what I mean. It was at Bobby Lashley's gym, ATT Altitude, American Top Team Altitude in Aurora, and I was still working at TNA at that time, and I flew back for it. And it was Al Snow, ODB, Rob Terry, and Bobby Lashley was here. And it was quite an event. It was we raised money for Children's Miracle Network. There's a great clip from that of a young man who was a patient at Children's Hospital. His sister brought him out and was explaining like what the money does and what the hospital does, what the money's going to, and there's a sea of people, and she's talking about her brother who was a 26 at the time. He shouldn't be alive, but he beat all odds, and she's talking about the surgery scars, I believe is what it was, on his chest, and he just pulls his shirt off and starts like flexing, and the whole place stands up, starts chanting his name, and you're just like, you start crying, dude. You're like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. So like a lot of cool moments like that over the year. But yeah, that gym there held a lot of people.
It is.
It's
that's what it's all about at the brass tacks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, you guys are in for a treat. I really believe it, and I think everybody that hasn't seen it are. It was an episode of Real. Jet found us because of Bud, so we have Bud to blame for Jet.
Basically.
Oh, we'll just add that to the list of things to blame Bud for.
Long ass list right there. That's a long ass list.
All right.
Sweater vests, bow ties, and Jet.
Titus has never seen Milestone 2.
Titus never seen it. Yeah, Titus. We're gonna fix that. I'll get the hard drive that it's on, and I gotta get it. We gotta get it saved onto our backups, and then either I'll learn how to edit and put it together, or we'll get somebody that can at least kind of put together. There's like 3 different camera views, and Swan had found all the raw footage and sent it, and it's pretty cool to see that. It's both fun and sad to see myself in such good shape. You just go, oh man, I was in really good 32? Shape. Yeah, that would have been 2012, so I was about 30.
We were 30 then, yeah.
I'll never forget. It's just side to that, but getting the job at TNA, thinking I was already getting too old to get an opportunity, and telling Al that, and Al had just turned 50. Like while I worked there, I guess 50th birthday was while I worked there, and I had just turned, I think 31, and I was just telling him, I was like, yeah, I just think it's too late for me, and he was like, you're in your prime, shut up. He's like, you're the best point. Yeah. Now, if I told him I'm getting too old now, he'd probably go, yeah, probably. But
yeah, but if anybody's seen Al Snow lately, that man he's not too old to go. He is jacked.
Dude, I say things like, man, I'm getting too old, and I see guys like Al or Navajo Warrior, and I'm like, these guys are killing it. So, but that was seems like ages ago, but it also doesn't seem like it's that long ago. It's weird how that works.
It is.
The days are short, the years are long.
I look at the 10 years I've been running a business, and it doesn't feel like 10 years. But then I look back, and yes, it does feel like 10 years.
Yeah, right.
Aspects of the situation. It's just the journey. It's the whole journey from beginning to end. The journey's where it's at.
All right. It is time to shut her down.
All right. Well, I'm going to go get my stream rolling. Then if you guys are about to jump off, I'm going to get things rolling.
All righty.
Playing the new Dead Space if everybody wants to come hang out.
Oh.
Twitch and YouTube, is that right?
Yeah, I'll put it out. I'll have it on both Twitch, YouTube, and it goes up on Facebook Live too, but Twitch and YouTube is where you want to watch it.
All right, sounds good.
All right, gentlemen, thanks for watching this. It means a lot, and I'm excited to watch you kind of go down this journey and jog everyone else's memories that was part of it. So.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time.
All righty. Take care, guys.
See you later, man.
Bye.
All right. Let's do this. Let's sign off of YouTube first. All right, YouTube. Thank you all for the few questions from members and subscribers. We greatly appreciate it. We're going to try and do that at the end of every episode. What we're going to do now is we're going to sign off on YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to go back in time in Rocky Mountain Pro's history, as we are going to be going back into the rewind And a lot of good stuff. I can't wait to look back at all the moments of yesteryear. So, for myself, Johnny Deathdrop, Ghost Crusader, Marky Penn, Sunday Night Savior, and Triple I, we will see you guys again on Tuesday for another episode of Dudes and Belts Recharge. And I do believe Lucas Bradwell is going to be with us this week, so we do have some questions for him. That's
I
for
hope
sure.
I hope he's got some rest, because Lucas on Thursday was interesting.
He was having a hard time.
It was dicey.
And make sure you tune in to Rocky Mountain Pro Charge at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, also on Tuesday, to watch the newest episode, episode 329 of Charge. And we'll be live at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. As always, folks, stay safe, stay classy, and we'll see you on the next one.